I currently am benchmarking the MacBook Pro M2 Pro Max chip. Right here is the 16-inch model, and up here is actually going to be my PC, my gaming PC right there. And this, of course, is going to be running a i9-12900K CPU with a 3060 in there. As you guys can see right here, that is what we're running configuration-wise. This obviously is running the brand new M2 Pro Max chip. So I'm benchmarking both of these. I'm going to show you guys in a second what they end up finishing with. But I'll tell you right now, so this is currently running on ultra settings, all the maxed out settings. This is, you can't even hear this. It's a little warm. Yeah, it's very warm right here. Yeah, it's like, I'd say right here is probably in the ballpark range of like 60, 70 degrees. Maybe 80 degrees right here. This is like really hot right now. Or maybe 100 degrees. Yeah, it's very cool to touch everywhere except for right here. Now this thing is running, you guys can see that. That thing is probably going ballpark crazy. But obviously that's because this is with, you know, that has a whole entire thing going on. This is just a one little laptop, which to be honest, for a 16-inch MacBook, I'm very heavily surprised how amazing this is doing. So currently this is what we're rocking. It says max frames is 175, while this max frames is currently at 146. So better performance on a Mac than on a Windows with a 3060. Again, like I said, I know 3060 is not the greatest GPU of all time, but I wanted to try out a more budgety option. The build I actually am rocking right now, that would retail you probably around $3,000. So it's not like it's a cheap at all, you know, cheap asset at all. But we're about to finish up this. So it says right here, temperature. It doesn't tell me the temperature on this one, but it tells me the temperature on my PC right now is 69 degrees Celsius. So nice on that one. But we're about to finish up on the Mac, and let's see what the Mac is going to look like. And then we're going to go over to the Windows and see what the Windows is actually looking like. The Mac should be finishing up right now. Yeah, the Windows also should be finishing up. So we're about to see, guys. All right, so this is what the Windows had. You guys see right there. Let me zoom in for you guys. It's a 12th gen i9-12900K with a RTX 3060. Comparing that one score overall wise, 3,722 versus 5,550 or 5,057 of the MacBook Pro with the M2 Max chip. That is crazy. Okay, I was not expecting that, you know, this would actually beat this out. Now, I didn't expect too much of this. Again, like I said, guys, at the end of the day, this is a 3060. It's not a 3090. It's not a 4090. It's not a 4060, right? So I wasn't expecting too much, but I was definitely not expecting it to beat it out that great. That's really good for Apple. I mean, if you're thinking about picking up a MacBook, you know, and right now it's so super hot right here. Super freaking hot. Think about picking up a MacBook. It might not be a bad idea for gaming, man. I was heavily surprised with this benchmark. I was not expecting this. And again, like I said, just going back here, if I can get out of this. So this is the settings I was working with. I'm working with English, obviously quality ultra, and yeah, so we're doing max, you know, settings, and this actually did really freaking good compared to a PC, a gaming PC that I really expected to do a lot better. All right, guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. All right, just for craps and giggles, we're now going to be doing a Geekbench test. So we're going to do compute. We're going to do the run compute, which of course gives us the OpenCL, the Apple M2 Max chip right here. And then for the other side, we have this right here, which of course is going to be using my RTX 3060. And I just want to see what the benchmark comes back for these two. And then I want to also do a CPU test. But I want to go ahead and just see for this, because we just saw Valley. I want to see what it looks like on this. And how crazy is this? Because keep in mind, this does have 38 GPU cores, so it definitely is a monster when it comes to that department. And did my PC just not accept it? My PC is just not accepting it. Okay, so we're gonna have to re-download the whole thing on Geekbench for PC, but for Mac, it is fighting right now. Alright, no matter what I do on the PC, it won't not run Geekbench. So I was able to run Geekbench on my Mac though. It hit 83,666, which is actually really cool. Of course, that is all coming with those 38 GPU cores. Obviously, this being a GPU test. I think you can technically compare it. Let me see, set baseline. Let me see, I think you can compare it with other items. Or other devices, I think. Maybe not. Okay. I know you can actually go to different, like, Geekbench, actually, like, benchmark charts. And look at, like, for example, the Mac benchmarks. And currently, you know, you guys can see going down this list here. We have the M2 Pro Max, which this is, I think, for this. Yeah, this is for the CPU, which we're going to do the CPU in a second. But kind of interesting. Very good score, though. I was not able to actually get this to run. No matter how many times I tried, it will not run this benchmark at all. But I was able to run the benchmark for the MacBook, and surprisingly enough, this actually did a freaking amazing job yet again. Single core is very, very low. But again, keep in mind, this is a CPU test. There are only 12 cores on the CPU, while my PC up here has 16 cores. So it's a little bit different overall wise, but still a very good benchmarks. Now, this PC right here is going to ballpark you, by the way, is still actually lukewarm up here. Fans are doing good. But this PC will probably range you around $3,600. So if you're being honest with yourself here, you know, you could get the 12900K here on this PC for around $400 after probably from different selling sites. You can get the motherboard I have in this. I do have a $500 motherboard, but you can get that for like $300 off eBay, wherever. The RAM I have in here, I have 64 gigabytes of RAM. You can get that cheaper elsewhere. Again, like I said, you just go down the list here, right? You can get all these parts in the used market. Probably build the same PC I have here with a 3060. Realistically, probably for like $1,700, $2,000 aftermarket parts. If you buy everything brand new, you're going to get probably $3,000. But at the end of the day, should you go with a PC or go with a MacBook? I'll be honest with you, these MacBooks actually interest me a lot. They really do. And with the Pro M2 Max chip, it interests me even more. I mean, I've seen a lot of benchmarks of the M2 Pro chip and not doing that good. But for the Max chip, it might be worth it. Especially with how amazing this actually is. Oh, it's a question, guys. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.